Hi guys, I had this 14 Pro Max coming in today for not screen replacement, but charging port replacement. It won't charge. I had trying to clean it out, and all the pin is there, but for some reason it won't charge. So let replace out together. I had put it on the heat pad for about 5 minutes now. So now I'm just gonna add alcohol so it could loosen up the glue so it's easier to open up the screen. Okay, this screen is original and is very tough to get out. So if you are doing the similar type of work, please take your time on this. The heat pad will help out a lot. However, if you don't have a heat pad, you still could use alcohol and just take your time and trying to work around it. Okay. However, with the heat pad, it will help a lot more. So just keep that in mind. And what you want to do at this point is go. What it is I'm doing right now is I'm trying to lift it up at the corner. Uh, and as I go in, there will be a little opening there. And I'm gonna use that location to, I guess, cut the glue or trying to get into it without damaging the screen. Okay. Um, like I say, the alcohol help a lot, and the heat pad will also help a lot more. Okay, but if you don't have a heat pad, please just take your time, guys, because the glue alone, yes, it will work, but it will take time. So take your time, really slow. No need to rush because once you damage the screen, it will cost you more money. That's number one. Number two, the original screen is so much better, so you don't want to get that damage. Even though this one is a little bit scratchy, but it's still so much better, okay, than the one that you're gonna replace out. Sorry, I don't think you guys can see it from there like that. Just use whatever tools you have, guys. There's no right way of doing this. The only thing I could recommend is alcohol and take your time. All right, that's the only thing I could recommend because I have tried many different way to open these screen out, and it seemed like yes, the fundamental uh, is there, but every single screen is a little bit different when you open it. So there's no right technique that I've found yet. I know the heat help and the alcohol help, but the rest you gotta actually be gentle to it and take your time because one little mistake, the screen won't get damaged. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If it's not going, move on to the next spot. If it's tight, use alcohol. I know a lot of video out there saying, "Hey, yeah, this is how you open up the screen," and boom, is open. No, no, it's not. And that just, from me to you, just to save you, I guess, money on the screen itself. There, I understand. Yes, If you take the screen off, you will expose the rest and you can work on it. But to take the screen off, you gotta take your time, really take your time on that. But it is out, so let's continue. The hard part is already done. Now once the screen opened up, there's two screw, maybe three here, holding this cap down, and another four up here. Now keep in mind they are different size screws. So my recommend is to put it at the layout that you're gonna remember where each one gonna go. Uh, some of them are the same size, but some are not. So just to help you from that headache. Just put it at the layout where you're gonna remember the way that it go in. Now the funny thing about this charging port is first it was seemed to be dirty, so I cleaned it out. It would charge, but as soon as it get to like around 70%, it stopped taking in the charge. uh, Now usually I would say, oh yeah, it could be the battery. However, I put it on the wireless charger and it charged to 74% with no problem at all. So I think it's something got to do with the port itself. So let's replace it out and hopefully that will fix the problem here. This is solid. Yeah, it's solid. All right. Now as you see, the charging port is laying under here. Well, this is the speaker. This is the buzzer where it make vibration to the phone when it buzz. And I guess the line gonna go underneath the battery and go up to here, and this part of it too, I'm assuming. Um, so we definitely have to remove the battery to get the charging port replaced. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Customer just came in. However, so let's try to remove the speaker and the buzzer first, so we could get into the section where we could pull the tape out, because we want to use this battery still. Um, but in order to change the port, you have to remove the battery. So there's no way around that at all that I know of. Like I say, these screws, the best recommend is lay it out the way that you're gonna remember where it's gonna go. But beside that is sometimes it could be a lot of screw, and you want to be able to use it. Not to use it, but to what am I saying? You want to be able to put it at the right spot, because most of them, like I say, is the same size, but some are not, and you don't want to mix them up at the wrong location, because that sometimes it could mess up the board or it could damage the back. Okay. Then a three screw there, so that's out. Done. Can you guys see it from there? Let me zoom in. I think this way is better for you to see. Once you take those out, you should be able to get into these two pieces of tape here, where you just pull it out to, I guess, take the in order to take the battery off. Okay, without damaging it, of course. As you see there, there's tape there. You just take your time and take it off. And once you get it off the battery, what you want to do is pull it straight out. Okay, and slowly, not too fast, because these tape, for some weird reason, is really easy to break. and if it break, it gonna be very hard to remove the battery. So it could be in one piece. All right. Sure. Here, let me set that up. Very easy to break. Uh, I know on the 16 now they had the battery where you um, use the battery. It's kind of like a magnet type of glue. You see this? This is exactly what I was saying. Sometimes it come out really straightforward. Sometimes it just crumble up, and it just sucks. It just sucks. But you just have to do what the best that you can. And the other thing you could try to do is add alcohol on here. That will loosen it out a lot. But right now, I'm not trying to use any liquid into this because if I could get it out without liquid, um, I would do it. Even though I know it's alcohol, but that's just me. Don't you hate when that happens? Boy, if you ask me, these glue are way overkill for this battery. Uh, but it is what it is. You just have to work with what you have, I guess. Now, guys, if you are using this pointy tweezer like I am, be careful because you don't want to puncture the battery with it. What I'm doing is I'm just scraping the glue off the battery itself, and then as I able to get it out, I just gonna like turn it, twist it, so spin it, so it could roll into the tweezer itself. Okay. Um, like I say, sometimes it work beautifully, sometimes it just crumble up. So it's gonna be different from time to time. So just I guess be patient. Once that out, it's still not out. At least get a piece of this side. Right, no choice. Trust the alcohol. And this right here is belong to this section right here. But it tend to fall out, so no big deal. Let the alcohol do its job. I'm gonna put this out here for now. Alcohol help a lot, guys. Now, when you're prying it with tools, the reason why I didn't want to go in too deep is because I didn't want to scrape this, and I didn't want to put too much force down the bottom because it's glass, and if you put too much force, you may crack it too. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But overall, it is out. Just have to clean it up a little. As long as there's no high point, you should be fine. Those could stay there, not a big deal. But the battery is out. Um, they do sell the glue remover. I see it, but I didn't buy it because I didn't think I'm gonna need it. Because you know I think I have more control like this more with the tweezer. But that is out. All right, let's continue. You gotta remove this cap. Underneath that cap, there's another microphone there. So you gotta remove that, and then we'll screw under there too. Okay. You make sure it is. No, it's not. Okay. And there's a hook on this side over here. So what you want to do is lift it up and kind of push it outward toward this way, so it could get away from the hook. Okay. Or if you could get something to unclip that, that'd be great. But other than that, there's this little hook there, so you want to push it out this way. There's out of the way. Get all this out. Okay, there's a few more screw here that you really have to take off. Let's take all this cap off first, like a crown screw, I'm gonna call it. right there should be and there should be that. There should be a screw here, and also a screw up here, and one on over here. Okay. Like I say, guys, this is a lot of screw. So I like I can only say, hey, put it the way that you're gonna remember it. Other than that, it's gonna be very hectic later when you put it back in. Let's take these two up here too. So I'm gonna loosen this out too, so I can lift up the board a little, uh, just so I could get the charging port out here. Let's see what could happen. Let's see, there's something here. What I'm doing is I'm just sliding it out, guys. You see it? Yes, you could take the motherboard off. That way is better, but you know, you could just slide out. So just a shortcut there. Let me pause the video, and I'm gonna blow all this alcohol out first because it seemed like it's wet there. So bear with me. I'll be right back. All right, guys, seem to be dry. None too bad. All right, let's take this black piece of plastic thing off here. Um, you could leave it there if you choose to, but it's in the way, so I'm gonna take it off. At least bend it out like that. You know, later on you could just slap it down. There are another two screw holding the charging port in place there. So let's take that out. For anything, there's a microphone. I don't know if you guys can see that from there. I guess you can. Just to make sure. There's a microphone right there. You want to take it off first. Like it taped it to this frame. So just remove the tape, loosen it out, and then you could continue remove the charging port. Okay. There, another screw here. I thought I took that screw out, but I didn't apparently. Uh, okay. Charging port. This is the new one right here. Usually they come with all this tape, so I would say just take them off. Oh, not too bad. Bend up. Just bend in. Bend over. Somewhat like that. Just bend about halfway. This fall here. Okay, not too bad. It looked the same. I'm just basing on whatever I see here, like where it bent, and the layout of it, and I just kind of imitate where it is, how it is, so it could be easier to go in later on. Okay. First thing first, let's put that two screw in to hold the port in place, so it could stay still while we work on it. Guys, do be careful this with this microphone right here. This one, I believe. If something is wrong with that or it's not working, I do see it happen before. Just a head up on that, because that could create your phone to turn off in about like every 5 minutes. It'll cut off and it couldn't turn back on again. Okay. And I believe it's all because of that little big round microphone there. So keep that in mind. If you had that problem, more likely is that the issue that you're having. Okay. Wait, what happened? What happened? Can't be right. You guys see what happened? 14 Pro Max. It is 14 Pro Max. Okay. Uh-oh. We have a problem here. Why the one I got is shorter. Yes, it is shorter. This will be the first time I ever see this, guys. Yes, it is shorter. There's no way to plug it in. What? It is 14 Pro Max. Could it be 13 Pro Max? Oh yeah, it is 13 Pro Max. There's a SIM card tray here. Huh, how nice. OMG. I grabbed the wrong port. I thought this is a 14 Pro Max phone, but no, it's a 13 Pro Max. Uh, I didn't realize 13 Pro Max make this green color phone. Alright guys, I took the other one out. However, apparently I thought it was a 14 Pro Max, but it is a 13 Pro Max. So I don't have any another one, so I use a different one here from a different phone just to make ends meet. But yeah, overall it continue. It looked the same, so I did roll on the 13 Pro Max, so it should be okay. So let's continue. I do apologize for the mishap there, guys, but as you do this type of work, things tend to happen. You never know. You just have to deal with things that happening. Nothing too bad to that. That is in. The slide is under. I'm gonna be using this out. I guys want to show you how much screw. Well, you can see from the angle here. Uh, it's quite a lot of screw. So our job is to try to make it work. Okay. I hope you guys remember where I go. I'm not gonna be saying I'm perfect at it, but it's should be okay. I don't see why not. Same way you take it out, same way you put it back in. The only tricky part is, I guess, find the right screw for the right spot. But overall, should be okay. Overall, will look okay. Let's continue. Got this screw at the wrong place, guys. If it's not going in, there's something wrong, and you need to examine. Because Apple design, it seems like everything is very flush and very smooth. So if it's off, you have to find out why. That would be okay. First thing first. There's something here that I need to put in. There you go. That look good. It's funny because usually for a dirty port, you clean it, it charge. Once it's charged, it should charge. However, I remember it was at what 23%. So I charge it, and by the time I done looking at it, it was like almost full, but it won't charge. So I tryna play put on the flashlight, turn on the screen, let it play, so it could drop down to percentage of the battery go down, drain a little. So I see if the charge passed the 73 mark, but as I drain, I plug it in, it would charge again, but then it would stop charging at that certain amount. I don't know why. It's very different. However, I did put onto a wireless charger, like I said earlier, and the charge surpassed the 73 mark. It went up to 75. So I hope this worked out. But yeah, overall, I think that's it. All the job is done. Now we just have to put the screen back on, battery back in, cap it up. Shouldn't be too hard. And guys, if you are using double-sided tape, depend on your tape size. For the one I have here, I always fold it twice. Okay, so it could be thicker. If it's just one layer, for some weird reason, it is not. I guess thick enough for it to stay. So just keep in mind on that. It seemed like it stay, and then later on it will start sliding around because it wasn't thick enough. I don't know what happened. Mhm. Almost done. Right now is a good time to test it. But if right now after I replace out and it still doesn't work, then it's something else. Um, but I'm just being lazy right now, so I'm gonna put all this back first, uh, and then we'll turn it on and see if it charge. All right. The turn on is a good sign. Wait till it turn on fully. Touch. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Let me go plug this in and make sure that it's charged, and I'll let you guys know. Okay. Yeah, it's charging. I don't have a cable here where I could plug it in to show you. Let me turn this off. But yeah, it's charging. So now I'm just gonna put this back in and call it a day, I guess. Clean up the phone a little bit for the customer, make it look nice and neat. But overall, um, wasn't too bad. I'm just happy that they charge. So I guess the old original port there was some faulty or defect to it. Uh, so not too bad. I'll clean this up nice and neat for the customer. Anyway, yeah, job is done, guys. I hope this video will help. If you are doing the port replacement on these phones, uh, the best recommend I could say is take your time when you open up the screen. Um, if you feel pressure to where your hand is prying the screen up, if it's too much, stop, relax, use more alcohol. Um, and regarding to once you got the screen open up and you're able to go inside, and when you take those screw off the port there, like I say, just put it the layout that you're gonna remember where that screw gonna go back in afterward. Okay, it save you a whole lot of headache, I guess. But other than that, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.